Um,
Yo, we gonna welcome everybody to Power Plays Palace. Back again, back again. Whoa, what a day yesterday. So let's look at it. Let's see what Spy had in store for us on yesterday. Let's look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Mm. As you can see, Spy started the day in the 663.75 range, and it pulled back briefly in this on this chart. Let me go to the 5 minute. That's 15-minute candles we looking at. So it came in, popped up, got some resistance 665, 69, came back to 661, 57, and then from there it ran all the way up to the top out at 670, oh 06 as the high, and so it was a pretty good day. So let's look at the chart from yesterday. All right, let's see what we're looking for. We was looking for an entry around 663 all the way up. Our stop loss is 663 up to 668.75. So we actually got there, but you had to first endure what we had over here on the put side with the 663.70 resisting with our stop above 664. And we're looking for some targets down at 661.80, which was a pretty good number that we actually came down to. But that's after we ran up initially to 665 and then pulled back. So, depending on how you played it yesterday, overall it was a call day, but you could have played puts in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That first candle, 5 minutes, a 5 minute candle, and then you could have played it there. Um, so that would have been a nice little put play. That's really a $4 move for it to go down. And that 661 once it get up that 665. So you could have played that and then played it all the way back up the other way. And based on the chart, you could have just waited till it came back into the zone. What I talked about the 663 area, 664 entry area, and then you could have played it up there for another $6. You'd have touched all of these areas on the call side, and you'd have had a great day too. So overall, you should have had a pretty good day yesterday. And so, if you played calls after the initial first 20 minutes of the day. So let's look at SPY for today. Pre-market is pretty much in the same range. When I say same range, same area, it's basically a $4 move. With the pre-market high being 670.22 and the pre-market low 667.14. So you can see there's some early movement. There's a nice little range to trade in. So let's look at what we got here today. So So, like I said, you can look and you can see this is a $4 range this morning already, but we'll see how it plays out from here. But that's what we see so far, and we'll try to go from there. So let's look at the chart for today. See what we got going on today. Uh, Yesterday, we like I said, we had that high of 670 and that low of 661. Today we opened up near the high part of that range. And that means that the buyers are pretty strong overnight. See what happens. They haven't really broke resistance. This is really is create a nice little zone. Like I said, a $4 zone is pretty good. I probably look a little bit closer to 667, 669 area. Pre-market highs and low area for sure. Um, so I'm thinking that's what I will be doing today. Even though the market could go crazy one way or the other like it does sometimes. So you want to watch that. So I'm gonna try to look at this though based on what happened yesterday and where we are currently. I probably call this like a bullish area. So if SPY can break and hold above, that pre-market high, I'm looking for long entries. And with my stop loss going under 668.70 and targets at 670, 60, 670, 220, and 673, 75. And that way, you know, it'll catch the breakout if it breaks on out and runs through there. Make sure you get a strong close at the end of one of your candles with some volume to confirm it. But that's what we'll be looking at. Now, if SPY pushes into the 669, 670 range, around that high pre-market high, and then it stalls out, I look for a rejection and try to keep my stop above 669.50 with targets at 668, 667, 20, 665, 80. And this work best if the breakout don't fail. I mean, if it breakout doesn't succeed and then it pulls back, then you should be able to get in and get you some puts. So my focus today gonna be in that 667, 670 range. Wait for me a strong confirmation candle on each side, on either side of it, and then that's where I'll probably decide to go. Um, Definitely keep my stop loss tight, 20, 25%, and and definitely, scale out if you have enough contracts. And I'm looking at possibly a nice little push up. I'm looking at it that way because of what happened yesterday and because of all the traffic from last week when it was in the 680 range and it ran all the way down like it did. So, there's always some retesting gonna happen. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. But that's my SPY plan for today. If you're bullish above 669.16 and bearish below 667.14, and everything in between that is just set up territory. So we're not gonna chase it. If the breakdown helps you, if everything aligns the way you have it planned on your chart and for your everyday setting, then you play it that way. And if it go wrong, then that's just what happens sometimes. But you want to stay disciplined and stay true to who you are. Now, this is not financial advice. It's just my ideas of what I'm looking at for today and what we'll be trading. Now, if anything in this video helped you, please, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and join us over at Power Plays Palace, the YouTube channel. And then if you want to trade with us and see how we actually do, come on over to Power Plays, the Discord, and join us. And then we can, see how we do things and have a little fun with us. But as far as today go, hey, man, let's have a good day and get ready for another great day of trading. We'll enjoy Power Plays, man. Let's go.